I'm just a D girl from around the way with a whole lot of shit to say. It's your girl, KD.
It's your hostess with the mostest. It's Kiki.
What up, though? It's your boy BIGTAY, aka Pure Motivation. I am Mr. Energy. Everybody love me. I don't have one enemy, and I'm still who you want to be. And I'm still living life no cost and corona free. I hope y'all out there doing the same thing. What up, though? It's your boy DTM Deontay the Motivator.
Hey.
Man, what's going on? Y'all had a good week and weekend?
You know, it's the same. Slow motion.
Everybody staying corona free, I hope. You know, I see the world still not practicing social distancing.
Nope.
They practicing putting on them gloves and them masks out here, boy.
Driving for sure. They definitely doing that.
You see all kinds of gloves in the middle of the parking lot on the ground.
That's crazy.
I told KD, I said that's why people don't wear condoms, because it'd be condoms all over the parking lot neck.
Sure would.
So, man,
Sure would.
man, that's crazy. So we were doing a little talking offline about the concerts and stuff. What y'all think about those? Y'all visited a couple of them,
Yeah, for sure.
because I haven't had a chance to partake in it yet. But
should.
which one? What was the favorite one so far?
I don't know if I have a favorite, but the last one was T-Pain and what's his name?
Lil Jon?
Lil Jon.
Yeah.
That was off the chain.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I dressed up, did my hair, everything. Had some drinks.
I
I almost went to Coney Island if it would have been open after.
Okay, so how do you find out who's next? It's on Facebook, Instagram, or both?
Both.
And then, so they got like the times and dates of when they're going to do their next concert, and then people just tune in. Is they asking for money on Cash App, or how does that work? It's just for the love, it's Rona free?
Yeah, you just watch it.
Okay. So we need to
you gotta think about their homeboard too. So might as well do what they love.
I'm sure they getting paid for it though.
Yeah.
I'm sure they getting paid for
So
that.
when we do like
But they had like almost 3,000 viewers.
when we do like a live relationship reality concert for them,
Concert?
and you know, or recording.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, concert?
I mean, you know, KD put on the concert last night, so
I was jamming last night.
I'm trying to tell you, she was going in. She was like, "Come dance, let's go." So we got her, you know, getting our dance on and everything.
All throwbacks.
All the throwback,
Sweet.
all the old school
112,
boys.
Jagged Edge.
You did that shit right there. That's nice.
Who else? Silk.
My homeboy said that his wife got MS, so she really can't leave the house. Like he was like, her immune system is so compromised that he don't even want to take that chance. So what they did was they still left the house, but they went from the house to the car, which was parked in the garage.
Okay.
They drove an hour out and then an hour back. And then when they got back, they had his kids, who are grown now, basically greet him at the door, walk her downstairs to the basement, set the table up with the dinner and everything else. So it was like she had a nice little time out, but in, and, you know, thinking outside the box.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, you thought outside the box on that one. All right, so we're going to jump into our first segment, which is probably not going to be Kiki's favorite, but
man.
it will be. but what we're going to do is to turn things up a little bit so it can possibly be Kiki's favorite, is I'm going to have them work together. Instead of them trying to see who can go first, I'm going to have them work together to figure out what the answer is for these questions that I got coming for you.
Oh, Lord.
All right? So,
Not my favorite.
hey, you know, I don't
His
have.
favorite.
I couldn't think of a good title for the hookup yet, but you know, we'll come up with one later in life. All right. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you a question, and y'all answer the question for me. All right. Y'all ready?
Sure.
All right. So what time was Usher in his drop top cruising the street?
7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. Dum 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 dum. Love you some Usher.
Okay. What the music piece at the end?
We should have been recording that.
Right. Doom 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 with the beep button. Go. All right. Next one. How can you unbreak Toni Braxton's heart?
Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
When you walk out the door and walked out on my
Okay, we see concert time. Let's go. Let's go.
My
My bad.
Y'all tune in to the concert. We here.
My bad.
All right, so here's the next one. If Shy ever fall in love again, what would he be sure of?
That she's a friend. And if I ever fall in love again, I will be sure that the lady is a friend.
Yeah, I don't know that song like that though.
Okay.
I do like it.
All right. Let's go. How much was Erykah Badu born underwater with?
I was born underwater with $3 and 6 dimes. $3.60.
All right. There it is.
Yeah, you may laugh, cause you did not do your math.
All right. Why can't RL and Deborah Cox be friends?
We can be friends, cause I'm still in love with you. Cause they still in love.
All right now.
That's funny. You don't know the answer till you start
She
singing.
starts saying
All right. What should you do if you don't want to be with Fantasia?
Oh,
And I love Fantasia.
I just listened to it last night.
I can't even think of the song.
If you don't want me, then don't talk to
Oh
me.
yeah.
Go ahead and free yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, I love that. I love that song and that seat. That whole
That album is like
yeah,
a
I
road
love
to
it.
for sure.
So what was T-Pain trying to buy that girl?
A drink?
Yep. Don't tell
I
me.
know.
But
I
damn.
like the bartender.
Oh yeah.
Looking for me.
Oh yeah.
All right.
No, that ain't it. I'ma buy you a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, da, 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 da. I got money in the bank. That was a different song you did.
Yeah. Let me see. Where was Mary J. Blige going?
Down. I'm going down.
You ain't around it.
My whole world's upside down.
All right. The next one. How long did Tevin Campbell want to talk?
Can we talk?
A minute.
For a minute? 1 minute.
All right. And the last one.
Throwback.
Without his girl, what was Cisco's life?
Incomplete.
Yeah.
Let's go.
My life is
Yeah.
incomplete.
Nah.
Let's go.
Now look at that. Ended up being one of Kiki's favorites.
That's just like my favorite. There we go.
It was fun.
It was fun.
All right, cool.
My favorite.
All right, cool. So, all right, back. Let's jump into a little bit of the show. Let's get it in.
The funny part is some of the questions she looked at you like.
And still answered though.
But then we started singing. She like, I
know
know that song.
All right, still had to answer for it though. So,
Some of them songs I didn't know that well.
all right. So, quick question for y'all, man. Well, before I get into that, so we got my son a little F-150, right? Mm-hmm. He loved driving on it. He don't know how to drive that good yet, but he getting there.
He do good.
He
He don't know how to
getting
turn around.
Yeah, he getting there. When he first started, he kept like moving the steering wheel left and right. I guess that's how you see it on TV. So that's what he felt like he had to do.
But now he be like
But-
with his hand like over the seat, leaning to the side. Now he drive like his brothers.
But here's my thing though. Okay, so one of the neighbors wanted to hop in the whip.
Oh no.
Right. So it's a young lady. He let her get in the whip. She probably about maybe his age, 5-ish, 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell she hang around a lot of adults.
Whole lot.
So they riding and they, take me to the McDonald's, take me to the grocery store, right?
He said, "This is my Uber."
So she said, everybody like, take me to McDonald's, take me to the grocery store. She said, take me to the motel.
What?
I said, what? Wait a minute. She said, take me to the airport because I like airports. I'm like, whoa.
Wait, what about
What
my
is
baby
going-
said? What's a motel?
Right. Because where was she hear that from?
Come on, Mama, what's a motel? I said nothing. He
my
said, you know
God.
what? I'm just gonna take her to the supermarket. I said, okay.
Just go supermarket.
She said, "Take me to
the motel."
But it's also the same little girl that day. I told you I pulled up and I got out the car and she was drinking that. Not drinking. She was singing that Cardi B, "Money."
What?
Yes. Come on. I like more than sex. Only
What?
thing I like more than checks or something. I was like, I said, "Whose phone is that?"
Ooh.
She's like, "This mine." I said, "Why you got that song on there?" She's like, "I love this song." I said, "Bro,
Man,
that's too grown for me."
they
I'm
like,
talking
she
about
was
4 or
like,
5 years old. Way too.
She was like, "Can he play on my
15,
trampoline?"
16 years old, you'd be like,
Yeah.
but 4, 5, you like,
She was like, "Can he come play on my trampoline?" I said, "Baby, he can't play on your nothing."
Right.
Mm-mm.
Just gonna be honest
Something
with you.
like that.
He can't
Ever.
in the backyard when they got the dark net over there thing too. No, ma'am. I just feel like.
yeah. Alright, so that was
But
my little.
you got to be careful what you do and say in front of your kids,
You
especially when they
definitely
so little, so
do.
impressionable.
But you know what people, I think a lot of adults be like, they don't know what they listen to, or they don't know what they talking about, or they don't know whatever. So they try to downplay it like they don't know it, so they ain't gonna mimic it. But that ain't the case at all. They might not, they still might not know what they're saying, but that don't mean they ain't gonna mimic
But
it.
to me, when she changed it kind of made me feel like she know way more about a motel than she's supposed to.
Yeah.
Either that, or she knew that from my reaction, she was like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that."
Oh yeah, that's
like, like she probably, I think she might have picked up on that part.
She
like,
did
oh,
change
that
it quick.
didn't.
First of all, his face was like, "What?"
I'm like, man, if you don't put this little streetwalk out your car.
What's a motel? He kept asking everybody all day. He asked the boys, talking about, "Gee, what's a motel?" He was like, "What?" He talking about, "Mama, she a
I
freak."
can't believe she.
I'm like, "She a kid." Like,
Oh my god.
Man,
he talking about, "Nah, babe, bro can't go down there with her." I'm like, "You right?"
That's crazy.
absolutely
I'd
right.
be mad.
So, all right. So I got another question for y'all because I just found out that one of my siblings is about to get married, but I want to figure out how is this so. All right, so y'all help me out. So y'all help me out with this. All right, so I got my brother has been locked up for about 9, 10 years now, 11 years,
14
years,
He
somewhere
got locked
along
up in
there.
06. Remember, he got locked up right before we got married because we was gonna postpone the wedding when he was supposed to be able to get out.
So he in there 14 years. He was 16 when he went in.
Yes, with another 18 to go.
Right. So
Minimum 18 minimum.
So my mom hit me up and said, your brother fiance called me and introduced herself to me. I said, hey, who, what? She said, yeah, he introduced himself. So I'm like, how did you meet?
That's what
First of all.
that love after lockup.
They
I'm
be
telling
having
you.
those pen pals.
Yeah, pen pals.
Yeah.
I mean, but how does that work when you don't know? Like, I
Because
know
they just
how.
start writing people.
And then they start
visiting
them,
response,
and then they start sending them money.
Yeah, then they fall.
You know that show I watch, Love After Lockup?
Yeah, but I never knew how it started though. Like
Most of them, almost all of them started on the pen pal.
Mm-hmm.
because I remember when the real Rick Ross was locked up, and I used to hit him up. And he used to hit back. He'd like connect me to his peoples on the outside and be like, let them know I sent you. They're gonna help you out. This, that, and the third. And I think that's when he didn't think he was ever getting out, but then he ended up getting out. And we don't talk now. Mm-hmm. But if he listening, hit your boy up, man. But I seen his information. We was watching the show and it popped up. I think we was watching like a documentary or something. And it popped up. I was like, I'm finna hit my man up and see what's good.
I think we was listening to something.
So I hit him up and he hit back. But yeah, it was a minute ago. But I just wanted to figure out, like, how do you meet? Like, I know sometimes you meet by people, your roommate, maybe, your bunkie or whatever. Like, you might know somebody and they be like, let me talk to her. And then send me your information. I'm going to put you on my
they got a friend
stuff
or
like that.
something?
Yeah. Like, that would be my thought process on how it happened. But to just randomly look up somebody, let me just send this letter to.
Usually the people write them first.
Yeah, like the pen pal people write them.
Yeah.
And then they start corresponding. But you know what? That's how we have people that we know. The person who owned the trucking company, the moving company, or whatever.
Yeah.
They met while he was in prison.
Right. Okay.
She was there visiting her brother, I believe. and he was like checking her out. So when she left, he was like told her brother like, "Hey, shoot Shorty my information." They started talking, and when he got out, they got married.
I always wonder, like, should they be nervous? You know what I'm saying? If like the person in jail, which one should be nervous, I guess would be the first question. The person that's in jail meeting the person that's not in jail, who's willing to wait the 5, 10, 15, 20 years, whatever, come see me out the blue. Like the people who, if I go in with somebody and she stops coming to see me, then what is it different about you? You finna start coming to see me while I'm in here, knowing that I got another 15, 20 years left. And you like, oh, I'm gonna wait for you. Like, we gonna do this because I really like you. You are really good, whatever.
It's true, and it happens too.
Like, should you be worried about the woman or the free person?
I would be worried more so of like, you locked up, you don't have a lot of options. And I feel like from experience from having family members in jail, a nigga tell you whatever while he locked up. But when he get out, it's like free world. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's different. So to put your life on hold for 18 years for a nigga to get out of jail and not pay you no mind, which actually happened to my homegirl that committed suicide in 2009. She was talking to a guy for like 8 or 9 years. Mm-hmm. When he got out of jail, it was like
nothing to do.
Nothing.
Because he don't need you anymore.
Exactly.
What do they need?
Like, you held him down, you was visiting him, you was putting money on his books, everything. Yeah. But when he got out and life got back to normal where he can go back to the strip club and do all the things that he couldn't do while he was in there, every lie he told you came to fruition. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the thing. Like, of course, for you to get engaged with a nigga in jail,
I would be more scared for the person that's on the outside.
Yeah,
because they have a lot more to lose.
And that's what I was thinking. I'm like, you free.
It happened to my uncle. Like, a lady started writing him. She was actually going to see somebody else. Is how they met. She was going to see one of her family members. He seen her. They somehow exchanged information. I don't fucking know how. But they started talking after that. And she held him down for 10 years. And when he got out, they actually got married. She got her tubes untied. Had a baby, because she already had 3 boys. So they had a baby. They ended up having a girl. So she got her only girl. But then after that, it didn't work that long.
See?
So I think they were probably married it was probably less than 5 years. And he ended up getting married to another woman shortly after that. But yeah, it didn't.
And then you also got to realize.
But he said he didn't know her. Like, of course he didn't know her.
He didn't know her.
But he said she was crazy. Like, she would like pull guns on him. And like,
see, that's something you don't learn when you in jail.
Crazy.
Write letters or in an hour visit. Yeah. And then too, you also got to realize when people are in prison, they don't grow. Like, they get older, but they don't grow. They don't mature. They're not out here living life. They're not out here getting life's lessons. So, like in your brother's situation, he been locked up for all his milestones.
Right. 18,
21, 25, 30. He's also going to reach 35 and 40 while he's in there. And 45. So it's like, when he get out,
it'll be
like mentally, he's still going to be 16.
The same, yeah.
Even though chronologically he'll be in his 40s. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like,
the beauty of the world is that a lot of stuff go like full circle. So by the time we get back out again, we might be back on the pages and and all that other stuff again. It's gonna be fall right back in line.
10 more years, not 18 more years, because he's supposed to get out in 2030.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll still be different.
And it went from life
it's a lot more
to 2030.
Though. Yeah. So it'll be completely different.
It is, but also, I think the prisons are a little different too than it was, because they try to keep up with the technology to the most part.
But they ain't got iPhones. They don't got stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They got a tablet, and they probably got an Android basic tablet, not nothing like, an iPad or something more like a lot of technology. And even though they got the tablet, they're limited to what they can do on it. They can like check their mail and go to the little shopping thing.
Yeah, well, he said they can go to YouTube. They can go to.
They definitely be on Facebook.
All of those stuff. Yeah, you can go on anything. Yeah. It's probably limited to where like graphic sites you can go to like that. Like Pornhub might be shut down. You know what I mean? DinoTube and all that other stuff.
Making comments on. I was like, ain't this real? Like, yeah.
And then too, like in federal prison, you get more freedom than you do in state prison.
Yeah, a lot more.
Like, so I don't know if y'all heard the situation. I can't even tell you exactly where it happened at, but a guy was mad at a girl who was a stripper and like killed her. Just out the blue for no reason. What? Like, he was just mad.
You talking about
she didn't do
Southfield?
nothing. I think it was in Southfield.
What?
So the guy who did it, I know his cousin.
Oh.
And the cousin was like, he always been crazy like that, but he ain't never been off his wick like that. But he said somehow, because he's still in the county right now, he hasn't even made it to prison yet. They're still going through trial or whatever. He said he's not remorseful. He's like, I told her to stop playing with me. She didn't want to listen.
What?
But he somehow got some kind of connection to where he got a phone in the county.
Somebody done snuck him a phone.
And say he be on Facebook like, yeah, I told her not to do it. Like, still doing the same thing. Like, not even learning.
First of all, somebody gonna
calling
be
people.
screenshotting that, sending it to the police.
Yeah, calling people and everything. Like, yeah, what y'all doing? Like, what?
But the crazy part is he just did it.
Yeah.
Like, maybe a week ago.
And he put it in a little barrel.
Clearly she wasn't dancing. Clearly she wasn't dancing because everything shut down.
So it might not be that same situation because this was like maybe a month ago.
Oh no, this guy just killed his girlfriend a week or two ago. And he said the same thing. He was like, because I told her to stop playing with me. And she thought I was not gonna do nothing. Like I was a whole ass nigga or something. He killed her.
What?
Now what?
So now you in jail? Tough guy? Like,
That's
what
I'm
did
saying.
you prove?
So
You know
what
I'm
you getting
saying?
out of that? Just going to jail.
Only thing you did was take a life.
Well, you proved that you're a real nigga. And I think that was his intention. No, I am a real nigga.
To me.
Yeah, so
That's that mental illness.
he was saying like
I feel like being like in quarantine or whatever, if people already have mental illness, this is only gonna amplify it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just reading on Facebook, a gentleman in one of the West, Woodhaven, something like that. He killed himself because being stuck in a house away from people with the thought of getting the virus actually pushed him over his limit. He committed suicide.
But what the crazy thing is to me is that they saying quarantine, but people still outside. It's not like a mandated
like
to where don't come out. Like, if you feel like you cluttered or you need some air, go outside. Do what you got to do.
I know I do.
Because
I be right on the patio, right, walking down the street with the kids. Like, it's not like you're going to be in nobody's face if you walk to the corner or walk around the block.
Right. And I was just telling KD the same thing. I said, one of my mentors went to the store and he had on the whole gas mask type thing and gloves and everything. And he was like, I'm so confused on why people still not wearing gloves and the mask and everything else. And we walked to the store earlier. I was like, I don't get it. Like, like, you got your mask on, but your eyes are still open. So if it's gonna get into you can still see it. Like, it's gonna get like, I don't,
Yeah.
So I feel like you should still do what you've been doing as far as washing your hands, sanitizing, limiting who you're around, and what you're doing. But
from around those crowds.
I'm not about to drive myself to a wall trying to figure out ways to And we were just talking the dollar store took the pack of masks and was selling the individual masks out the pack.
What?
For $2 a piece.
$2?
$2 at a dollar
but
store
the
for a
whole
box
pack
that
was $1.
So I'm like, man, you talking about somebody who like really trying to get over? Right.
Wow.
But in this time, why would you try to get over like that? You know what I'm saying?
Because people are going to buy it because they are paranoid and they are going to buy whatever they can.
Yeah, that's crazy. My manager is so paranoid right now. He like, I need y'all to, alcohol, bleach the knobs and everything every hour. I said, I'm with that, but we doing it every hour, but nobody's moving for 3 hours. so why are we doing it in them 3 hours? Nobody's touching nothing. We just wasting time, and it's like killing people who got asthma and stuff like that because the bleach ain't. He's like, and then you don't even have to completely wipe. You can just spray it down and let it dry. I said, that's fine. It's gonna dry, but it's bleach, so it's gonna dry white. So I don't know if that's a good idea. So like our doors, it's painted brown, but it's brown with white specks all over by the doorknob and all this type of stuff. I'm like, man. So he found his stuff getting sick. He done told everybody, if you got a little cough or if you got this, let me know. Don't come in. I'm like, I get that, But now everybody just utilizing that to their
Yeah, I was
best.
just about
They
to
like,
say.
my man texted me, one of my employees texted me on Wednesday and was like, I ain't gonna be able to make it in. I got a bad cough. I was like, all right. And then on Thursday, he was like, yeah, he didn't even text me on Thursday. He just wanted me to assume that,
Still got
everything
that
was good.
cough.
So later in the evening, he texted me. And he's like, yeah, I was still kind of coughing. It's better, but it ain't the same. I'm like, but I don't think people understand that if you get it, it's more than a day.
I was just about to say, it's not going to go away, though.
Like if you would have, my message to this team would have been, if you think you got it, and you need to take the day off, take 14 days off. Like,
Yeah, you're going to need to.
you know what I'm saying? So
sure.
that way, it's gonna make you think twice. Like, can I do the 14, or do I really get it?
Yeah.
It make you be more serious about
That's
the situation. True. But no, he like, if you got it, and then he did the same thing.
What?
The manager was like, yeah, I think I got a
horrible
slight
cough.
fever. My throat hurting a little bit, so I'm gonna have to.
I'm not taking this one off.
I'm like, yeah, nah.
Take them 14 off.
Yeah, take the 14 because you can't come back tomorrow. Like, I'm better now.
That's why our job did that too, though. Like they said, if you think you're sick, if you got the cough, go ahead and take the day. But you have to go to the doctor and get a clearance to come back and return your badge off today. So you can't even come back until you go see your doctor. You get clear that you don't have the virus.
I'm like, wait, what?
So how many people you think went out?
None.
None.
They all started thinking like, they all
Especially since it's damn near impossible to get into the fucking doctor.
Exactly.
So now you're about to really be off work.
Exactly.
Because my niece was sick and my sister had to call. First of all, she called the doctors and was on hold for over 2 hours because the phone lines are so busy. And then when she finally got through, they did tell her to take her to the emergency room. But she ended up having just a bug. But she had eaten in like 4 days. She was throwing up, couldn't hold nothing down. She didn't have a fever, but she couldn't get her to hold nothing down, not even like Pedialyte.
Yeah.
So they told her to go ahead and go in. But they was like, oh no, we're not taking no appointments. No, we'll call the hospital. What they doing is they calling the hospital and letting the hospital know you coming.
Okay.
But that's it.
my baby doctor emailed, called, sent a text message, and everything else, so that we can make sure we got the message, and said, don't go to the hospital.
Mine did too.
Don't come to the doctor.
Yeah, mine did too.
What we can do is we can FaceTime you, or we can hit you on Zoom, so that we can see the situation. We can let you know what the next step should be. So yeah, they're doing like Zoom appointments now.
And I think my kids' appointments were coming up, so you know how they usually send a reminder, like it's the 1 year checkup.
Yeah.
They're like, just to let you know, do not come to your appointment. We're not open. Like, oh, okay.
Meanwhile, my dentist was like, "Nah, y'all can still come in."
Really?
Yeah.
I thought the dentist was closed.
They was
Except for like emergencies.
They said they doing emergencies first. So if it's an emergency, don't go to the hospital. Come there.
Okay.
But if you had an appointment and you still want to come, feel free to come in. I was like, no.
Yeah.
But that's my mom did her heart doctor. They did her appointment on I had to like click on a link that took her to like a virtual waiting room.
Okay.
So she did that for her heart doctor, and for her rheumatologist they also sent me a
sweet.
link.
Okay.
Because she got to get her medicine.
I was about to say,
and they got to
still
do
have
the
to
thing
be
for her
charged,
pacemaker, but
I'm telling you, this might be the start of something new though.
That's what they were saying.
Because they're going to still get their money, their insurance, whatever, come on in, but don't come in.
Exactly.
Just
but you
show
know,
me
my
your...
Blue Cross did that. Like, I didn't have to go in for my appointments. I just had to pay my copay with a card, and I could do it over FaceTime. So I didn't have to actually go to the office. Like, even like they even did like an urgent care.
Yes.
Like they offer like an urgent care. Blue Cross, I think, HAP as well. They offer like an urgent care video call.
Wow.
So you don't have to go to the hospital.
That's
but
fire.
you still got to pay your copay.
Yeah, I definitely
So you gotta have
I
a
need
credit
them,
card,
I need
debit
them
card,
coin.
Right.
FSA, FHA,
They don't play
whatever.
about their coin.
But yeah, they one of my coworkers had used it, and she ended up with like strep throat and something else. They just called her prescription into the pharmacy. Her husband went and got it. Never had to leave her
how
house.
do they know without doing the
Well,
test?
they ask you all the questions. They ask you what your fever is. They treat you for what they think it is. And once you do that,
because I'm
I was about to say that.
I was a medical assistant, and we actually had to like
the swab,
the throat and stuff.
So what they do is they send you a broad spectrum antibiotic.
Okay.
If you take the antibiotics and it don't work, then of course you have to go. Or if your symptoms seem to like, I don't know what this could be,
Right.
then you got to actually go to somewhere.
Okay,
But for simple stuff like it's strep throat season or whatever, you got all the symptoms, we're going to get you antibiotics.
Because that's what we thought Lenard had strep throat because he was complaining, about his throat being sore. He ended up having the flu. Oh. So it could be something. Yeah, it could be something different.
Yeah.
Could have been around them 5G top. Never mind. 5G top. The OBGYN gonna be like, now put the camera down there. Take your fingers, swirl it around to the left just a little bit. Let me see. Okay, yep, you good.
Oh,
you good.
No,
See?
I don't want no OBGYN like that.
Touch your breast. You feel a lump? No? Okay, your mammogram. You good.
Not touch your breast.
They about to go all the way to the next level. Like, nah, you don't need to come in for nothing.
That's crazy.
I mean, because that's how we are at the hospital. We already was like that, though, as far as, like, medication-wise.
Yeah.
You ain't have to come in and get your medicine. You can pay for it over the phone. We'll mail it to you. It'll be there. Depending on your location, you can get it the next day. Okay. But if you are local, you can possibly get it the same day, depending on what time it is. So we already been on that part. So everybody else got to catch up, mustard. You know what I'm saying? So, quick question. Yes, love this one here. All right, so, Kiki, let's start with you on this one. And the reason why we want to start with you is because me and Katie been talking about this for the last couple of days. So I know her stance on it, and I know she's going to give you a full detailed stance in a minute. So, let's say Katie was cool with your dude's ex-wife, all right? But the problem is she didn't tell you that she was cool with your dude's ex-wife. All right? And then she decided to have a big party or gala and invite her to the party or gala without telling you as well, and you're invited. You know who she is, you know what she look like, you know about her, but you didn't know that they had a relationship for one, and you didn't know that she was going to be at this party for two. So the question is that ground for you to be able to cut up? And that ground for you to terminate the friendship, like, whoa, something ain't right here. Like, why you should have been said that. Like, I've left a lot of opportunities for you to say, oh, I know, girl. We went to whatever together, or whatever. So, fill me in. What you think?
First of all, I don't think KD would ever do that.
No, she wouldn't. That's why I had to use her as an example.
Because, we don't do shit like that. But, in the case that it did happen,
Let's say it was DK.
I would.
Are you so whack?
I probably would be a little upset, but I don't know if I would be like whoop nobody ass upset. Like, I'm petty, so I probably would do something like petty, of course. But I don't think I would be like in a friendship like mad though.
Right.
I don't think I would end a friendship, but I would be mad, and I would want to know why the fuck.
Why DK ain't say nothing?
Why you ain't tell me this bitch was gonna be here?
Why you ain't tell me you knew her, first of all?
Right.
Let's get to that part.
In the first place, though. Yeah.
Who invited her?
I did. That would be my first.
I did.
Question.
You want to go meet her?
Pow.
Fighting to kiss her?
You want to go meet her? No, nigga.
All right.
What you mean?
Yeah, I definitely would want to know why she was there for sure, though. Like, oh, okay, this is what we doing nowadays. So who the fuck invited her? Who knows her?
Where she come from? Harpo, who this woman? What you say, KD or DK? Who are you right now? You gonna be KD or DK? Which one?
No way.
The Bizarro KD?
No way. You say who am I?
So who you want to be today?
I would 100% be pissed as hell because that's my thing. You knew you knew her.
She just shut the phone down, yo.
Like, I didn't know. I don't know you know her, but you know her.
Yep.
And I just feel like a conversation could have been had. Like, if that's really one of your closest friends from back in the day, even before me and him was together, then why the fuck we couldn't have a conversation before I walk in this motherfucking room and this bitch just here looking at me like, what?
That's why I would do something petty, because you ain't fucking say nothing, so now we gonna see what the fuck gonna happen. This gonna be an interesting evening, for sure.
See what happens. Let's see what happens.
See what happened was.
Yeah, I would definitely be pissed off.
Interesting evening.
I would be pissed off, and I think I would feel betrayed because I'm like, is you trying to be funny? Like, especially if it ain't been that, you know what I'm saying? That like, long.
Okay.
That long.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all this. Would you would my man feel any kind of that heat, even though he had no idea she was gonna be there? He didn't invite her, but because he was just there and she is affiliated with him because she is the ex-wife, is he finna feel some of that heat too? And he's gonna be looking like, I don't want to
he's
hear
probably gonna be so uncomfortable, like not even like be mad or nothing, but he will be uncomfortable because
like somebody trying to set me up.
First of all, nobody want to be in a place unknowingly with their new person and their ex person. Like nobody want to just walk into a situation like that. That's why a conversation should have been had previous. I seen people trip when they was in the mall with the same person, like their new person, and then they seen their ex in the mall, and they was like, "What they snatched hands and went the whole other way." Like, it's time to go. I don't even want nothing out this mall anymore. Let's go. See, your reaction can't be too like dramatic, like, oh, we gotta go, because now I'm like, what the fuck is you so nervous and scared for? Right. Like, I get you uncomfortable, you don't want to be here with both of us together, but at the same time, you can't be so upset that you want to run out the door, because that made me feel like something's still going on.
Right, what you running for?
Yeah. But my thing would be like, to me, it was shady intentions because you didn't have a conversation. You wanted to make sure that I came. Right. Which I still would have came, even if the ex person was gonna be there. I don't care about that.
I would have wanted the
heads up. But yeah, you trying to be shady.
Yeah. So did you want the heads up so you can know whether or not you was gonna put them pretty heels on or you want to put them Timbs on?
I'm saying you never want to walk into a situation where I don't want to.
So what you gonna put them heels on or them Timbs on? Which one?
I'm gonna wear whatever I'm wearing.
Right, I don't give a fuck.
A bitch being present not gonna change how I'm gonna look.
I'm just saying, y'all trying to 8-pound stump somebody out?
If I got on some motherfucking knickerbockers.
You trying to smack somebody from a social distance, or how we doing that? What's going on here?
What I'm saying is, her being here don't change how I'm gonna dress or how I'm gonna look or make up. None of that. It's just you don't want to walk into a situation that you didn't know you was walking into. That's all. Like, if you care about somebody, you don't want them ever to be in an uncomfortable situation.
So what would that do for the friendship to you?
It definitely gonna put a hinder on it. Like, no, we probably not never gonna be friends again. But I definitely ain't gonna rock with you like that. And I'm not gonna trust you like that.
Are you gonna be one of the ones, like, the next thing that you get invited to? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, who gonna be there first? Who gonna be there first?
Now, we're gonna have a conversation before the next event. And you gonna understand that I didn't like that shit.
Even after the conversation was had and then the next event occurred, right? Are you still going? Because some people don't let stuff go. Or they try to make a serious joke about it to see how what I'm saying you react. Oh, so who gonna be there this time? Because I know how it was last time. Even though you already talked about it, hashed it out, said I knew that was wrong. I should have told you, whatever. Then what?
I mean, I don't know. If I ever go to something else, you already know.
I know. And that's why I'm asking you. That's what I'm trying to get to. Because I know you'll cut operation off. Like, I don't do those no more. I don't do those no more. I don't do birthdays. She got mad at the pastor. Was like, no, I don't do that no more. We gonna do church online, or the church gonna come to me, or something. I'm not rocking. Nope. Nah. I'm straight. We ain't doing that.
Really?
So. Oh, love you.
I'm sorry, really, boyfriend?
Love you. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. All right. Moving along. Okay, so look. You guys know for sure, on the show, we always try to be transparent, these tangible information, something that you can leave with. And the best place to get the tangible information, to me, would be the minds of these two young ladies in front of me, because they're going to definitely give it to you raw, straight, with no hesitation. So,
we give it to them raw, no condom?
You feel me?
No. Kiki's favorite.
No, I don't do things like that.
Bro, I'm trying to sorry face.
All right, so what I want to do is I want to help some of the fellas out, because I see a lot of the ladies already got this trait down pat. So we're going to help a little bit of the fellas out. So fellas who are listening to the show, I want y'all to get your pen and pads together. Get your listening ears together. Don't talk back to the phone or whatever you're listening to right now. Just get them together. Like, don't just hear us. I need you to listen to it, like they said on White Man Can't Jump. I need y'all to listen, understand this, get this into your spirit. All right. So what we want to talk about is we're gonna talk about the phrase honesty, because I feel like honesty comes up a lot in a lot of different situations. And they always say honesty is the key. So, do you think honesty is something that can be learned, or is it something that you just you have it?
I feel like both. I feel like it's learned because, of course, you watch like your parents and grandparents and watch the relationships that they have. So of course you either want that relationship that they have or you don't want it. But then I feel like it's something that's in you too. Like I feel like if it's in you to be honest, then you'll be an honest person. And if it's not in you, then you won't be.
KD?
I feel like it could be both.
What you think? Is it learned, or is it something that just in you?
I think for some people it's just in them, and for others it has to be learned. Like I guess if you never was exposed to being honest, you don't understand how important honesty is. And on the flip side, I also think that people know how important honesty is, but they choose to lie anyway.
So do you think when you see an ugly baby and you still say they're cute, is that the same as anything else?
I don't say it either. There's so many other words that you can say that's cute. That's one of those when you just be like, oh.
I don't say that.
When did you have her? Aww.
Do you think parents play a major role in the way the kids perceive honesty as they start growing up to be adult? Like
that's the first people you see though. You know what I'm saying? So if you see like your father being, not honest to your mother, then either you will continue that trait or you will be doing the opposite. So
what if they like
that plays a major part.
I mean, so what if it's not like in a relationship form, but it's the parent lying to the kid?
I mean, that's the same.
You know what I'm saying? Like if the parent was like, let me see, what's a good one? The kids ask for your phone and you say it's dead or it's broke or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's still
why
player.
I tell my kids hell no.
It's the same because it's still lying.
That's why I just tell my kids.
It's still being dishonest. So I feel like that's the same. Like
because I remember when I was coming up, my mom and them used to be like, "Oh, he can really sing." Right? And I used to really feel like I could sing because they kept telling me I could sing.
Oh, they were just being nice.
Even to this day, I feel like I can hit a couple notes here and there. You know what I'm saying? Where they be like, I'm like, no, I can hit this note. I can sing this song. But they used to be like, he can really sing. Every time we had company, they was like, sing that song you used to sing. Like, and I was singing the song, and everybody was like, oh, okay, you did this thing. You killed it. Okay, cool. But as I got older, I didn't have no career in singing. Maybe rapping and writing music, but not singing. So I'm trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying?
God. For me, that's the same. Because, like, now you feel like, were they being dishonest with me this whole time? Or did they really think I could sing?
Could I sing before, or was that just something they were just telling me? Because I remember I used to go on the other side of the wall because I was shy. And I know I was shy because I knew for a fact back then I couldn't do it. But they kept telling me I could. So I kept trying it. And I don't know. I was like, oh, okay. So what part does it... A lot of times, you know how people say you got to speak, goodness over your kids and speak. If it's something they want to do, keep speaking until they become good at it. But sometimes a kid might be in an area of that's not their strong suit.
I don't understand why. I don't understand why being honest has to equate with not speaking goodness over them. I'm trying to think, what stand up was I watching? I think it was the Marlon Wayans stand up. When he was like, we gotta stop lying to our kids.
Yeah.
You got a 4'11" ninth grader tell them they gonna go to the NBA. No, the fuck they're not. You know what I'm saying? Be honest. Mm-hmm. Like, be honest. Like, listen, you gonna be able to do something great, but that ain't it.
That ain't it.
Nothing wrong. Like, my kids rappers, so they say. I don't have no problem when I listen to a song saying, bro, that shit was whack.
Like it, right?
Like, that was whack. You didn't ride the beat. My thing is, don't just say that wasn't a good song. Let them know why, so that if this is something they want to do, they can try to work on whatever part. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling them, like, sometimes y'all don't ride the beat. Sometimes y'all rap over the beat. Sometimes there's too many words on one little bar. You know what I'm saying? So next time they can work on it. Like, same thing. Everybody else like, oh, this sweet. Like, no, they're lying.
Right.
And it's a way to do it without crushing their spirit.
Exactly.
Or like making them feel like garbage, but you gotta
So
be,
when you in a position where somebody's asking you for that, and you see they not really receptive to what you're saying, so do you just stop giving it to them or stop talking to them?
Stop asking for it then.
Because I know, like,
You can't ask for honesty and not be receptive for it.
like when you speak about the kid, they will come to me sometime and ask, like, you know, Dad, what you think about this? How I did this, and I give them my spiel on it, like, you should have did it like this, flip this. But when they came to me, they already felt like it was perfect.
Good, yeah.
It was this is it. This
Right.
is fire. So when I give you the constructive criticism, they like, I know I shouldn't care. You old school. You don't know.
Yeah,
You
but
old
see, the
school.
problem is what they're going to end up doing is either they're going to grow from it or they just going to get their advice from people who already lying to them.
Yes, they're going, yes, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
yes.
which
But
to
my
me is the
thing
most
I'ma
dangerous thing to
I'ma stand
have.
firm in my
It's the
truth,
worst.
though.
Yeah.
I don't care if you don't like it or not, then don't ask me. That's just how it is. Like my thing, if I go to BFF and I'm honestly looking for an opinion, I'm looking for advice, and she just tell me what I want to hear, how did that fix anything? How did that help me? How did that help build me? It didn't.
Have y'all ever felt bad about honesty that y'all gave? Or did you be like, well, I was honest, so I don't feel bad?
Well, I don't say it in a way where it will hurt their feelings, though.
I don't think I
you
ever
will
come
say
from a
it-
bad place.
Yeah.
I think the only time you feel bad is when you come from a bad place, or like when you come from a super negative. You know what I'm saying? Then
And sometimes it's not what you say, it's the delivery too.
exactly
Because you can deliver something so bad, but in a good way.
yeah.
Well, but I mean, okay, so what if you know something about somebody, right? Let's talk about relationship parts again. If you know something about a person in a relationship, but you're not asked about it, you're not really, it's not your place to say nothing at the moment. But then when somebody come ask you about it, you know that when you tell them whatever, it's probably gonna crush them, right? How could you not feel bad about being honest with them, knowing that it's gonna crush them when you say whatever you say?
You still will feel bad, but you still need to get it out. So just don't feel bad at all and just don't tell. Like, that's not the way to go.
Right.
You gotta get it
Because
out.
you don't feel bad in
have
your
to get
life.
it
You gotta
out.
feel bad in your life.
Yeah.
No, but what if it wasn't your lie? Like you telling, you seen something.
It's my lie if I tell it.
No.
If I saw something
right.
and somebody come ask me, like if I'm out somewhere and I see Kiki Boo out, and she asked me, "Did you was at such and such place? Did you see him?" If I say no and I know damn well I saw him,
Right.
that's my lie. Now I just done got myself involved in his bullshit. Of course it will hurt me if I saw him doing something inappropriate. Of course it's gonna, like, I'm gonna feel bad to have to tell her. But on the flip side, I would rather tell her than somebody else tell her,
Exactly.
Okay.
or just have her out here blind to the
Looking
fact that some
crazy.
fuck shit going
Right.
on.
So let me ask y'all this.
But I'm not gonna feel bad about the truth that I'm telling her. I'm gonna feel bad about how it's about to affect her.
So, in other words, you're saying honesty is just what it is. That's how you should be at all times. No ifs, ands, buts about it, right?
Why would you lie though?
Okay. So let me ask you this, man. We out somewhere. Something happened. I get in some legal trouble. The police come and ask you what happened.
That's different.
And you say,
You cannot.
what? I don't know.
compare
Or-
that.
I'm saying, I mean, but a lie is a lie. If you won't lie,
Stitches,
if you,
okay? That's different.
so if you won't lie
So
to
you want me
boost
be
your
like,
kids,
yeah, he did X, Y, and Z and send you to jail.
if you won't tell an ugly baby they cute,
That's different.
No, you-
but
You
you'll tell the
compare.
police.
You can't
But
compare
I'm
that.
saying, hey, what's the difference?
It's a big difference. You gonna go to jail? What you mean?
But if you tell the honesty, sometimes you're gonna go to jail anyway, as far as your relationship, because it's gonna be over with, right?
You're not making sense right now.
So,
So how did you go to the police? This is 3 different conversations. Okay?
Right.
There's 3 different conversations here. They can't be
Right.
all
So-
in the
so
same
what we
boat.
did was
You
we
can't
just
put
tied-
everything in the same boat. Everything is not in the same boat.
but the question
First of
before
all,
I
you
even
can't
asked the
compare
police
nothing to the
question was,
police. You can't compare nothing to the police. Okay. Just
but
get
the
that
question,
out.
the question I asked prior to that was, you
No,
feel
that's just
strongly.
that's just like the situation that we learned about where the daddy got kidnapped because the people wanted to kill his son. Of course he wasn't supposed to tell them where his son was at. That ain't the same thing. If somebody come over here and their intention is to kill your child, And if you tell them where he at, of course you're not supposed to be like, hold on, let me pull his location up and tell you exactly where he at because I'm not a liar. No. That doesn't even make sense. First of all, lying to the police and lying to somebody you're in a relationship with is not the fucking same.
Not the same.
At all.
Mm-mm.
So if you had to just to distinguish what the difference is, what is the difference?
It's
like
a huge
put it
difference.
in. No. I don't want to hear it. It's a huge. I want y'all to kind of like put it in words on what the huge difference
What do I
is.
give a fuck about if the police feelings hurt?
So what you care about is this little ugly baby feeling hurt? Why you can't tell the baby to yeah, oh, you so cute.
Because
Well,
if
why
it's
would
not
you?
cute,
There
it's
ain't
not
no
cute.
reason to lie. You don't have a reason to lie to a baby. You have a reason to lie to the police so that you're not in jail. Now, if you want me not, if you making this clear right now that she could say,
I'm
if
just
you
trying
pull
to-
over and you do some shit, like just open it up right now. So if
I'm
you want
trying
to
to
be completely
figure out the-
honest all the time, then she could be like, yeah, this nigga did it, and yeah, by the way, he got a motherfucking gun in there that he not supposed to have, and he got this X, Y, and Z. Now, if you want that to open up now and her to be honest about everything, then we can do that.
I'm trying to figure out when do you distinguish for the people because they
Well,
want to
the
know.
police is different.
They don't
That's
know.
the only difference, though. You can't compare anything else to the
That's not the
police.
same.
Because I'm saying so. I mean, and this is why I put the two together. This is why I put everything all in one box.
It's not
Because-
everything is not always in one box, though. You cannot compare
Because
everything.
women will go to men and ask questions that they already know the answer to see if they're gonna lie, and the
Exactly.
lawyers will also ask the person that's on the stand questions that they already know the answer
That's
to
not the
to see if
same.
you're gonna
It's
lie.
not the same.
And then as soon as you try to say the lie, they're gonna be like, well, right here is where, and here go the footage of where you did.
You
And then
raised
at
my
first you
blood
said you
pressure
bought the
right
bottle
now.
of beer at 7:45, and
That's
then
not
this
the
was.
same. Like you can't take relationships and legal and make it the same. Like no,
Not at all.
that's not the fucking same.
Not at all. Not at all.
But you still didn't give a reason on why it's not the same. Like what
Because
make
who,
it different?
Who are you hurting? If the police say did he kill somebody, you know he killed somebody. Who you hurting by saying no?
The person the person
Oh,
that
you
got
don't know
killed.
them people. So who you hurting?
I just told you the person of the family who
You don't
got
know
killed.
those people.
So what you're saying is you got to know the people in order to say, okay, if I know you, then I'm gonna tell you the truth. But if I don't know
Bro,
you,
lying to the police is not the same as lying to the person you're in a relationship with. It's not the same.
oh,
Cheating
that's-
on the test is not the same as cheating on your woman. It's not the fucking same.
Can't compare.
why not? Cheating is cheating, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Ain't it like baby steps to the next level? I feel like that's one for DTM and zero for
No,
the
it's
other
not.
two because
No,
nobody's saying
You
nothing.
still
Nobody.
not.
It's not.
You don't get it. Like it's
You
not
cheating on the
same.
test is not the same as cheating on somebody who you in a relationship with. Who the fuck you hurting? The math teacher?
I mean, when you're in a relationship and you cheat, you really ultimately hurting yourself as well. So
But you
when you
also
cheat
hurting
on
the
the
person
test,
who you with.
when you cheat on the test, you probably hurting the teacher because she feel like she's teaching you something.
No, you're not hurting the teacher.
The teacher don't give a fuck about you cheating.
They should know.
Don't get an F.
Right, but the teacher, like, okay, I thought I taught you this. I thought you learned it.
So you think
but
she
now I
hurt?
see, yeah, I would be hurt if I was a teacher and I
Fuck
thought you knew the
most
way.
fucking way you can compare a broken heart to a fucking somebody cheating on the test. There's
Why not?
no how?
Because that's
The
their
teacher
life.
is not
Bro,
going
you
to be
can't.
hurt.
This can't be life.
This can't be serious. Like we getting punked right now. I think.
We just trying to figure this thing out. I'm trying to help these people out. People want to know when to tell the truth and when to tell the.
Tell the truth.
Well,
When
you
you're
know,
in a
like,
relationship
first of
all
all,
the
it's
time.
common sense
Fuck.
at this point. Like, what the fuck? You know when you should be telling somebody what's really going on and when you shouldn't. The fuck?
So whenever you get caught by the police, you just lie. But when you get caught or you get in a
No,
situation
we
with
made
your girl,
that
tell the
clear
truth.
that if you ever
or your
get
man
caught, she
getting
gonna tell the
truth.
truth all the time now. So no, we
Right,
got
so
that
that's why
clear.
you got to be careful
We
who
got
you
that
do your
clear.
dirt with.
No, we
so
got that clear.
She,
Honesty all the
exactly.
time.
She said honesty all
Don't
the time.
ever get pulled over
So
when she in the car.
you're right, because I'm getting out the car and I'm running. I'm like, this car driving itself.
Because she motherfucking gonna tell the truth.
I'm hopping in the back seat. They're gonna be like, well, who was
Made it
driving?
clear.
I don't know who was driving. That's that white woman on the side right there. I was not in nothing. I don't know what she talked about.
No.
Because to me, it seems like it's. Now y'all can tell me if I'm wrong.
First of all,
man.
when this episode drop, it's gonna be so many people yelling at their radio, fucking
I
shit.
just feel
That-
like,
hey,
or
that-
their phones or whatever.
that's
I
my
feel
job.
That gotta be the dumbest
I
analogy
just
that
feel
I've
like
ever heard.
when
That's my
loyalty
job. I
is
want them to. I
involved,
want
That's
them
what
to
I'm
get
saying.
in.
Your loyalty and your
Loyalty is
honesty supposed to
involved.
go hand in hand.
It's supposed to be honest. And you ain't got no loyalty to the police nor to
the math teacher,
the motherfucking math teacher. But if you got
do you,
loyalty to your spouse, then yeah, you should be honest.
Do you think that if people did have loyalty to the police, that the world would be a little bit better? Because I think if you're like, oh no,
nobody ever gonna be loyal.
I mean,
to the police.
it's enough
nobody
snitches out
ever
here.
Gonna be loyal to the police.
But it's enough snitches out here. They good.
That's never gonna happen.
Do y'all think it's easier?
The loyalty is why people don't tell, because the loyalty is to the people that it's happening to. So they family already plotting and planning on getting revenge. That's what the loyalty is. Vigilante justice. It ain't right, but that's what the loyalty is.
All the time.
Is it easier to be honest to people that's furthest away from you than it is people that's closer to you? Like in hindsight?
Probably. Of course, it's hard to be honest to people that's close to your heart because you don't ever want that person to be hurt. But what you have to realize is that your lies cause more pain. And your lies cause more hurt, so why do it? Somebody who you don't really care about, you don't really care about what happened to them after you say what you say. That's why somebody who you don't really know asks you a question, your delivery is probably way more brass than for somebody who you really care about, you really love. Like, I don't just flat out tell my kids, like, this song sucked. I just be like, well, you could have did this, and this different. But if one of their homeboys, like they one high friend, I always tell him, like, bro, hang up the mic, bro. Like, don't just be a hype man or something. But, you know, I don't really... For real.
Hang up the mic, just be a hype man. Just say, yeah.
Bro, supposed to be 17
That's
bars.
right.
17 bars, you wrote 4. Like, come on,
Okay.
bro.
Take
But
that.
If it was one of my kids, I would have said it differently somehow. I don't know how. But, like, nigga, Dr. Seuss taught you to rhyme better than this. But I don't really try to nicely tell them stuff because I don't care.
Right.
Oh, well, I mean, I've seen that from our conversation. When was that? When we were talking to the young lady who was bawling out her eyes and you wasn't really paying no attention until like halfway down through the conversation.
No,
you
that was different though. I feel like she. That was different.
That was different because I felt like like she like
That was different.
that was different.
First of all, when I was talking to her, I was not coming from a negative place, and I still didn't feel bad. I felt bad that she cried, but I didn't feel bad for what I was saying because this is the problem. Everybody in her life telling her that's how shit supposed to be. All her friends like, girl, you supposed to be fighting people, baby mamas outside, and you supposed to be doing this, and you supposed to be doing that. No, the fuck you're not. Yeah. You're an adult out here fighting a child. You could go to jail. You out here fighting over a nigga that depend on a kid to pay his phone bill. The honesty of the fact is, you out here living life ass backwards. You got 2 jobs. Fuck with a nigga that won't get a job. Like, come on now. You gotta make better decisions for yourself. And the reason why she started crying, what she told me the next day, is because A, she knew that what I was saying was right.
True.
Right.
And B,
that's usually when people cry though, when they start to get home.
And she said, and B, nobody else, literally nobody else was telling her that. She like, let's go pull up over such and such house and da 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 da. Everybody jumping in the car with her to go do it. Say what now? No, that was dumb. And y'all was stupid because somebody should have said, no, we're not doing this. This don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Which is why when they told me in such a joking manner that when I got pissed off, they was all like
confused. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Like, but why are you mad? She was talking so much shit over the phone, da 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 da. Because she's a child. It don't matter that she got a baby. She a baby with a baby. Having a baby does not make you an adult.
I think that was confuse people too because they like
it does.
You doing everything grown, so they forget your age.
And that's what they said. She smokes, she drinks, she got a baby, she this, she that. Number one should be she is a child.
So
like, bro, what? You pulled up over her house where she lives, jumped out the car to fight her. So if somebody called the police on you, who going to jail? Your grown ass, not her. So, what the fuck?
Yeah,
but that's what she said. That's why even her own mama was telling her she didn't do nothing wrong.
What?
She like, well, that bitch was talking out the side of her neck. You did what you had to do. Like, I'm sorry. What?
Until things go the wrong way.
So what? So when you got locked up, she was gonna come get you?
Nope.
She ain't have no money for that.
Because you definitely going to jail.
She didn't have money for that, though.
She gonna be like, oh, she shouldn't have did it.
Exactly.
She shouldn't have did it.
She like, well, she was talking about the side of her neck and da-da-da-da-da. And that being your boyfriend since before, da-da-da. Girl. First of all, that nigga for the streets.
They fighting over losing?
First of all, that nigga for the streets, and that's what I told her. You think y'all two the only ones fucking him? Because I could pull up.
Right.
I could pull up 3 more.
Yeah.
But the mama was probably young too, though.
Her mama is young.
Of course.
Yeah.
So the mama being young, of course she's gonna get that right. Yeah. Of course she's gonna get that same kind of energy.
Because I told her, I said, had I been there, first of all, had I been there, the fight never would have happened because I'm not buying that shit. But I would have had a conversation with his mama because, ma'am, you the adult. Why are you encouraging these kids to fight?
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? This is my thing. This like I told her. If the baby mama was of age, I still wouldn't condone fighting, and I still would have some shit to say about it because you shouldn't be out there fighting like that. But I wouldn't have been as mad as I was for her age. You know what I'm saying? Because she like 15 or 16. They 18 and 19.
Right.
Then it's like you pulled up with your whole crew. So all y'all grown asses was gonna fight her and her little friends? Come on now.
Hey man, I remember when I was about to fight a kid. I was at my son's game, and my daughter reached over me to punch somebody, and I thought she was about to hit me. I was about to it was about to go down.
But
She was quick with it too, though. She was like, what in the? Yeah, it was about to go down.
But my thing is like I told them, I'm like, y'all have to care more about yourselves than to be out in the streets. Like first of all, you should never be fighting over no nigga, no way. Let's start there.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's start. I don't care if the nigga was Bill Gates.
I'm not.
You should not be fighting over no nigga. But you damn sure shouldn't be fighting no kid over no nigga.
No,
they gotta be
because y'all gonna be doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Y'all both still gonna be sleeping with him probably. So what's the point?
She, you know what? A couple days later, she came to me and she said, "You know, Mama, I blocked him on everything." She was like, "I just kept hearing your voice telling me like I deserve better." Like, cause sometimes you gotta realize these young ladies don't know they deserve better. And like I told her, you gonna get a relationship. It ain't gonna all be peaches and cream. It ain't gonna all be rainbows and unicorns. I'm not trying to paint a picture that when you find this perfect Prince Charming, you never gonna feel pain again. No. But what I am saying is know your worth. Yeah, you still a kid.
Don't waste your time.
Like, bro, know your worth. Know your worth. Yeah. A nigga gotta meet you halfway somewhere. The nigga can't be broke, a cheater, dropping off dirty dick. Like, come on now.
Gotta have some kind of a
exactly.
Give me something to work with.
He's trying to get to you. He's trying to Uber to you to take your car. Where he taking your car to? He ain't got no money, so he can't put gas in it. So where you about to go? To see another bitch and your shit? Come on now.
Pretend like it's his.
And that's what she was like. She told me though. She was like, nobody told me. Like, everybody was making it seem like it was normal or that it was okay. You was the only one to say, no, that's dumb. I can't believe out here doing this.
And that's probably when she sat back and thought about it, like, you know what? I'm about to go tell her I apologize for beating her up. I don't know if that whole weight, though. Do that whole weight when you get beat up and somebody be like, you know, I shouldn't have beat you up like that. I apologize. Like, would y'all accept that? Or would you be like...
That's my thing, though. I mean, you would probably have... You should have beat her up. You was fucking 18, 19 years old.
Because if it would have went the other way around, and the little 15, 14-year-old
But you know what? But you know what I also told her? I said, you better be lucky she didn't beat you up. Because that girl done been through some shit in her life. And I feel like that builds you up more, like, streetwise. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you can come back from getting beat up from a 14-year-old and you're 18.
That's why you shouldn't be fighting them.
I'm just about to say, that's why you shouldn't be fighting.
I mean, look at Cat Williams. It took him a minute for people to forget that he got beat up by that little kid.
Who got beat up by?
You remember when he was on the park and he was like, everybody keep talking about he was 15, but he was 6'3", and he was.
I thought you was talking about what's the name smacked him.
No. He was grown.
Oh.
He was grown. But no, he was on the park or whatever, and they got into a little scuffle, and the little kid beat him up, and he was like, he was 6'3", and he was a professional fighter.
But don't you think that mattered?
Yeah, it mattered. But
like, even when you talk about age, we got a son that's been boxing since he was, what, 12? Mm-hmm. He could probably beat some grown men asses. Let's just be honest.
Right. Mm-hmm. But no, what I'm saying is, without knowing the backstory of it,
yeah.
And all you know is Cat Williams got into a fight with a 15-year-old and lost. You like, whoa, wait a minute. Wait. Right. You like, wait a minute.
But that's what I'm saying. It could have went that way. That girl done got beat up by the baby daddy before. That girl was getting beat up when she was in foster care. She got beat up and through the project.
She should know how to
So
fight
she could have.
Or if she's gonna be a professional punching bag.
Yeah.
Or a professional punching bag. Like,
but she said they said
I can take a punch.
But they did say it wasn't an easy win. I think it's that the older one got a little more weight on her, so she probably was able to use her weight more. Cause the baby mama not that big, she real skinny.
Yeah.
So she was able. So the older one's probably able to use her weight more. You know what I'm saying? As a force. But somebody her same size, she probably could get around for their money. But they did say it wasn't an easy win though. It wasn't. It wasn't like a TKO or no shit like that. Like no, she was hanging. But when you bigger, you able to use your weight to your advantage. So,
man, yeah, that's crazy.
Which is why you shouldn't be out in these streets fighting.
Anyways, right?
I definitely, and that's crazy because that's kind of where
especially kids.
That's kind of where the reality message is gonna come from today. Is that if I tell you if there's a fight on 7 Mile and Gratiot and there's a group of individuals that's uplifting and you know speaking motivational messages and giving out food or whatever on 7 Mile and Hayes, 98% of the people going to 7 Mile and Gratiot to look at the fight.
Yeah, that's because negativity spread more than positivity, and not only that, but drama it feeds more. You know what I'm saying? Like
here we are right now.
Mature people though. We used to do that like back in
I remember a time when we were in high school.
We used to do that all
and there was a big fight in the black square.
I ride a different bus to go see a fight.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't care.
Which is crazy because now
we don't figure out how we gonna get home.
I haven't been worried about that since high school though.
Now we in the Corona era, and it's so prominent that people love negativity so much that even in the Corona area, if you tell them it's a fight, they like, yep, let's go. Where's gonna be at? We there.
That one fight you talking about, people came from Flint to see. One of them girls came from Flint.
That one fight. Yeah.
And had a whole bunch of people with her.
Yeah.
During the Corona.
You said the fight where? I'm not going over there because my fear is that somebody gonna have a gun and get to shooting.
Me, I'm not going over there because they come from where? Oh no, they definitely got the Corona.
One
of them got the bad water and the Corona. Yeah.
But you see how many people's out there?
Yeah.
They estimated it was over 100 people out there.
It was like the Million Man March for a fight.
Yes.
That's
it was
what it was.
So
like,
many fucking people out there.
If I invite you to the Million Man March right now, you might not show up. But if I tell you it's gonna be a fight there, then you'll show up.
You're gonna be there. Yeah.
You'll be there and ready.
Yeah.
And the fight ain't got nothing to do with you or nobody you know, but you're gonna show up because you want to see it firsthand.
Yeah, when I was looking at it on Facebook, I wasn't even really looking at the fight the way I was looking at all those fucking people.
But you know, and they made it easier for the people to come down because the gas prices went down. So they're like, "Oh, it's cool. I just put. If we got a 20, I can fill it back up. We all right." But when gas was up a little bit, they was like, "Whoa, you said it's where?"
And guess who they
don't
was
want to
fighting
meet in the middle.
Guess what they was fighting?
A guy, probably. Always.
Who was with somebody else at the time?
He first of all, he got on Facebook and was like, "I don't mess with neither one of them."
What?
He was like, "I'm so unimpressed." Like he was like, "I wasn't there. I'm not interested." He like, "I would never wife a bitch that would fight in the middle of 7 Mile."
Right.
My thing would be this, and I put money behind this. If there was going to be a fight in the street, and everybody who was there walked away from the fight, except for the two people who was in the fight, the two people would walk away.
Yeah,
like they'd be like,
who they fighting for.
Right? Because ain't nobody.
First of all, how they even start fighting? They was talking shit to each other on social media. People, one of the statuses that the one girl put up, it was like 500 and something comments. First of all, that fucking fight went viral. Tokyo Vanity from Love and Hip Hop actually regrammed it and was like, "This how y'all hoes getting down in Detroit." But what I'm saying is like the fame from it now got these bitches with the big head. The one girl went on there like, "I apologize. It was out of my character to do that. I know how disappointed my mom is." People was commenting on like, "Bitch, your dumb ass was still out there fighting. Like, gone somewhere with that holier than thou shit." The one who was so apologetic was from here. But the girl from Flint was like, "I don't give a fuck. Like, I told that bitch stop talking crazy to me.
I've been drinking bad water for all this time.
Like,
so which one won?
They say the girl from Detroit won.
So you came all the way. All the way down here.
You went from Flint to the east side of Detroit to get that ass tapped.
$22 in gas. They come from Flint to the east side, and then $14 more to get that boy back up to.
Yeah, the one girl was like, the only reason why I even met her is because she started talking about my granny. Because the girl did say something like, fuck you and your dead granny or something like that. So she was like, oh no, I'm about to pull up. Because I guess they used to be cool.
That's
and then they started fucking the same nigga, now they beefing. Meanwhile, the nigga like, ain't neither one of them my woman.
Right. I don't want to do none of it.
Now, rather not he was fucking both of them, he ain't say. But he did say.
Of course. They not fighting over nothing, so of course.
Yeah, I'm sure he did both of them. But he said, I would never wife a bitch that was in the middle of 7 Mile fighting. Do you know who I am? Wow. I didn't know who he was.
No, who are you?
I had asked my kids, like, who is this? They're like, we don't know. I'm like, oh.
No, he don't even know who he is.
He's a legend in his own mind.
Right.
But, I mean, I get it, though. Because, nigga, I'm going to bring you home. Let me see a video of one of my son's girlfriends fighting in the middle of 7 Mile. Don't bring that bitch back over here. Corona ass.
Right. No, you got that wrong. No, you got the wrong.
Ain't supposed to be no gatherings, and it's a fucking 150 people.
No, you got the wrong out here. You out here scrapping. Ain't none of y'all got no gloves or no mask on. Y'all gonna scrap it out. No gloves, no mask, no nothing.
The one girl didn't even, she had on flip-flops.
Had on flip-flops.
Wait, you went to a fight with flip-flops?
Yep, she ended up taking them off and was
of
fighting her house.
The shirt.
What?
Take the shirt off. Yeah, y'all.
Wear the gym shoes. Wear your gym shoes.
You knew you was coming to fight.
Definitely knew you was coming to fight.
First of all, you had the weave out.
And you had 45 minutes to an hour to kind of sit and, get this stuff together as you was riding
The one
down.
girl had, her live was like an hour and 30 minutes. The whole time they was driving here, they was talking shit. The whole time. Like, I can't wait to see that bitch. Like, I ain't saw that hoe since middle school. It's on, like. I'm like, bro.
Wow.
I just shaking my head. I said, this generation is
That's
dumb.
crazy.
And y'all got the nerve to cancel the school year?
Right.
But that's
what else do they have to do?
I was about to say they getting bored.
They can't say like, you act like you never been in a fight before. I'm like, I never went to a fight. Like, any fight I ever been to was brought to me.
Right.
Or we just so
happened to be at the Flint? Like you went
an hour away, at least an hour. 45 to an hour.
I never drove nowhere to fight.
So you had all that time to think about what you was about to do.
She could have got halfway and been like, she could have got 30 minutes in and be like, dog, let me out.
So first of all, how was you that mad that you ain't mad all the way?
You would have been the calm down.
That's why she lost, because she got calm by the time she got there.
That would have been premeditated murder. Like, you had all that time to think about what you was trying to do.
So we on the phone. I mean, we on live for over an hour. I get all the way to fuck 7 Mile and Van Dyke or some shit.
Oh my god.
Then we got, but still they had to wait some more because the girl was not there.
So she said, meet me at.
Yeah. So she wasn't
even at home.
No, they didn't pull up at her house. They pulled up like at a corner, like on the side street.
Oh Lord.
So once the girl realized, like, damn, they really came.
She came.
Like people was tagging her, like, bitch, they at the spot, they at the spot. So then her people pull up. Then they get the scrapping.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, when they first got there, she wasn't there. Cause they was like, y'all see this bitch ain't here, da da da. Like, first of all, bitch, who knew you was finna really drive an hour and a half to come back?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you drive that far?
So, I would have been pissed because I'm like, wait a minute. So, you came all the way down here to scrap. For one, you lost.
And to lose.
For two, you had to drive past Lance and you ain't stopped to get no cracked chicken. You know what I'm saying? We got a problem. We got some issues here. Something's not going on.
Everybody don't eat cracked chicken.
Hey, man. That because they ain't had it yet. But they get some in their system. Man. Oh, man. It's amazing. I'm trying to tell y'all. So, what y'all got? What else y'all got for him before we go? Anything? I know we're gonna try to put together the live hookup for him to see if we can, see what we can put together. I think it'll be kind of fun. We're gonna get dressed up and everything. You know what I mean? Let's get dressed up, set it up, and maybe we'll have we're gonna put mom and pops in the audience.
No.
And
No, we will not.
Well, pops ain't gonna show up anyway. But but yeah, no, we're gonna put something together, man. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun doing this Roni Rone time.
Because we was supposed to be doing our live podcast.
Yeah, we supposed to have it. Yeah, so to keep it going, we probably gonna still try to put it together for y'all, make it go good. I put together a lot of we'll get it together. We'll make it work. I think it's gonna be good. I know we ain't supposed to have no gathering, so we probably won't have no live guests. But we'll figure something out.
There's enough people in this house to have a whole live audience. That ain't no social gathering. This is motherfuckers that live here.
Right. So I'll leave y'all with this right here, the reality dimensions, man. Let's try to make positive weigh a little heavier than the negativity. I know it's not going to be something that can happen overnight, but it's something that we can kind of work toward. Let's just change the weight of the positive. You know what I'm saying? So that way people are leaning more toward that. You see somebody fighting, turn away, walk away, let them do their thing. And when they realize ain't nobody paying them no attention, they're gonna be like, you know what, we sorry. You know what I'm saying? let's switch the gears up a little bit. I dropped a video that said basically, let's create some new habits. We in quarantine, so why not create some new habits during this quarantine time? I know I done learned a lot about myself during this quarantine time, and I hope y'all taking the time out to learn something about yourselves and not just playing the game and watching TV and eating and getting fat because you ain't got nothing else to do in the world and you like, I can't go outside or over smoking or whatever. Like I see people out here starting, they still getting their walk in, they still getting their workout on, they making sure they eat right, they creating new habits. So let's do that, man. It's quarantine time, but that don't mean it's a quarantine from your dreams and your goals. So let's get there. Let's get what we need to do. Let's make it how we need to make it. Let's get this positivity a little heavier than it is for the negativity. And I guarantee you things will switch up on it. You know, that's my message. Y'all got anything before we dip out?
No, I like that. That was good.
All right. Well, with that being said, man, I am host number 1, DTM Deontay the Motivator.
Yeah, you're KD.
Your hostess with the mostest. Kiki.
And this is Relationship Reality. We'll see you next week. Peace.